Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cosplay Spotlight. I am your host, Captain Kyle. And in these days of trouble, it's always comforting to know that there's a lot of different heroes out there. Today, our guest is not one of them. I'd like to introduce to you Harley Quinn. Welcome, Harley. Nice to see you.
Hi, thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Now, I understand you've had various jobs. You used to be a psychologist, now you're not. But do you still go back to that? Do you still treat any patients?
Well, you should know that practicing without a license is illegal, but I definitely treat some patients to something.
What kind of something?
Oh, that's proprietary. You know, patient HIPAA and things like that. I can't tell you.
Oh, wow. So you rob banks, but you won't violate HIPAA. Well, there's good lines to be drawn. Excellent. So you were a psychologist, now you're on a more entrepreneurial path. Which is more profitable?
Definitely the entrepreneurship. It's really hard to convince someone to pay you to fix all their problems for you.
So it's just better to just go in and take all their money.
I think of it more as reappropriation.
So you've dealt with things in a more criminal sense, you've dealt with people's psychological problems. Which is more disturbing?
Definitely psychology. You know, in crime, it's very cut and dry. You either have a contract and you violate it anyways, you just kind of do things. But with psychology, you get people's daddy issues and they complain about their mom and they talk about their abusive uncle or sibling. And then sometimes they just come in there and they yak all the time about their day and about what like Sharon accounting did. It's just exhausting.
Wow, I could see where you might decide to go on a murder spree after this. What drew you to the Joker?
Mr. J is just such a fascinating and mysterious man. It's impossible not to be drawn to him.
But since you do, on occasion, you're on the outs, why? What pushes you away?
Mr. J is not so good about the home. He'll leave his towel on the bathroom floor. He leaves dishes in the sink. It's just very frustrating when you come home after hitting some people with your hammer, and then you've got to unload the dishwasher again because Mr. J can't do it for himself.
Who would have thought that the Joker his weakness would be domestic chores?
Who knew?
Recently, you've been seen less with the Joker and more in the company of Poison Ivy. What's going on there?
Well, it started as like a monthly girls' night. And then we realized there was maybe a little more there than girls' night. So, you know, we're having a lot of fun exploring those possibilities.
That's good to hear. So over the years, you've had a number of different looks. What prompts you to change these looks?
I don't know what you're talking about. I've always looked this way.
Really? I don't know. I guess I'm crazy. Yeah, you would know because you were the psychologist. On a less disturbing subject, let's have a little fun. Kiss, kill, or marry? Mm-hmm. Batman, Nightwing, Batwoman.
Well, of course we have to kill the Batman. And I think we should kiss Nightwing. But definitely we gotta marry Batwoman.
Okay.
Twice the closet space.
Now, if you were gonna choose a different profession, other than psychology or crime, what do you think you'd be good at?
I think I'd make an excellent hairdresser. You know, I just spend so much time on my own hair. I think everyone would love to have a look like Harley.
All right, yeah, it's your locks are lovely.
Thank you.
So, before we go, just a quick question. Any major crimes planned? You know, I'm asking for a friend.
Oh, I have this really wonderful... Oh, hold on a second. You don't get to know.
Oh, sheesh. All right. We are going to be back in a little bit, but everyone, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
You know, cosplay is about costumes, but it's also about so much more. There's a whole culture to explore. Need a guide? Check out my book, Elements of Cosplay, The Costume and Beyond. Available on Amazon.com. Follow the link in the description below. And as always, have fun and cosplay on.
Welcome back. So we have here a cosplayer who does an excellent classic Harley Quinn. And I'd like her to introduce herself. Please introduce yourself to our audience.
Hi, my name's Amy Shapiro, and I like to cosplay the classic Harley Quinn.
And I have to say it's an excellent job that you've done on this. So how did you put together this outfit?
This particular costume? So the cat suit and the devil horns I actually purchased as is, and then I altered them to make them the correct shape and size, and I painted them to get the diamonds where I wanted them to be. The gloves are from a set that I dyed, and then the wrist ruffs and this collar I made myself, and they're self-patterned.
Very cool. Excellent job. But the makeup. Tell us about the makeup. How long does it take you to put that on, and what do you use?
It takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours to do my clown makeup. And I start with the colored contacts, and they are a pair of dollies. This is the brand, and they're blue. And then I use Snazaroo for the white and the black. And the process for that is a little convoluted because it takes several layers of this makeup to get a decent coverage because it is water-based rather than grease paint. But then once you set it, it will stay for a while, and you don't have to worry about it staining things because it'll come off in water.
So stay out of the rain.
Yes, this is not a waterproof costume. It really is a costume for climate-controlled enclosed spaces.
I love climate control and closed spaces. Those are wonderful things. How long have you been a cosplayer?
I did my first cosplay in high school, so I've been a cosplayer for probably 7 years now.
Very nice. Do you cosplay other things besides Harley or other versions of Harley?
This is the only version of Harley I do, but I do cosplay another DC character. I do Raven from the Teen Titans. I do Korra from Legend of Korra, and I'm currently working on Sinon from Gun Gale Online and Haruka from Free Iwatobi Swim Club.
Okay. I have no idea who those people are, but that's what people out there know. They're in the know. I'm not always in the know. Does your family appreciate your cosplay? Or are there some who are like, oh, that's older girl?
I don't know if they all understand it, but they definitely can appreciate that it is something I spend a lot of time on and that they can appreciate the final results. My sister, I have a younger sister who is getting into cosplay, and I have an older brother who admires other cosplayers, so it's really just kind of my parents who are like, you look great, hun.
That's lovely. You walk into the room in costume and it's just suddenly silent. Oh, we weren't talking about you at all. Put away the asylum. Maybe they're looking for an asylum for you.
Man, I hope not.
That's all right. Not everyone understands cosplay or the reasons behind it. What are your reasons? Why did you get into cosplay?
Kind of came about a couple of different ways. I'm a dancer, so I've always been in and out of costume a lot, and I always really liked playing a character in costume. And I also like to sew, and I'm a crafter, so I like to be able to make something that has more of a purpose to it than just making a ton of matching skirts that you never wear because it's something you know how to sew.
Great. Any advice for someone who wants to get into cosplay?
Pick something you like. A lot of people, when they pick a costume they want to start with, they look for something that they already kind of look like or that they think will be easy. I would say don't worry about that and pick someone or something you really, really like. Because then when you're a couple $100 and 400 hours of your life deep on it, you're still happy because you really like it.
Awesome advice. Well, thank you so much for being on our show.
Thank you for having me.
And thanks, everyone, for watching. We will see you next time. And as always, have fun and cosplay on.
Yay.